Fertility. It's something of a curse in my family. I'm sure a lot of people who've had to deal with the curse of infertility probably wouldn't appreciate me saying that. And to them, or anyone else, I mean no offense. But anyone who's heard about my family, that is, the maternal line of my family, would agree that curse isn't too strong of a word. I come from a long line of remarkably fecund women, and I'm not about to offend a whole other subset of people by claiming that any of my maternal ancestors were the result of an immaculate conception. But something supernatural, and I'm just stating for the record here that my term for it is curse, has to be at work. Either the women in my family have been graced with wombs that are teeming with eggs like a caviar sturgeon, ripe and ready for that magical moment 365 days a year. Or we have all had the uncanny ability to attract the most virile of virile men who spread sperm, indestructible, everlasting, and navigationally superior sperm, like mean girls spread gossip. I could probably go back 10 generations to make my point, but let's just take 3. Starting with Great-Grandma Mildred, whom I happen to be named after. But that's a different family curse. Great-Grandma Mildred had 2 sets of twins, the first boys, the second girls, separated by 3 babies, all born in the span of 7 years. That's 7 kids in 7 years. The poor woman wasn't even 25 by the time she had the last one. I'm not sure what put a stop to it, but either my great-granny's uterus fell out, or she started sleeping with a hot poker to keep great-grandpa Hubert on his side of the bed. Granny Matilda, whom my little sister Maddie is lucky enough to be named after, didn't have it much better, even with the invention of the pill in the 1920s. She used to say Grandpa Ernie just had to look at her across the dining table, and she'd be with child. That must have been some look. 2 boys, then a set of twins, also boys, then my mom, and finally my Aunt Prue. At least Granny Matilda spaced hers out a little better than Great-Grandma Mildred, but that just meant she was changing diapers for more than a decade. Mom turned up pregnant with me when she and Dad were sophomores in college. They'd been dating for all of 3 months. Mom knew about the curse, of course. It was part of family lore. She had even warned Dad. They figured the pill and condoms would be enough. They figured wrong. Medical advances are no match for the supernatural, and a week after seeing the plus sign on that pregnancy test, they tied the knot at the parish courthouse. I've always thought that decision said everything about what they felt for each other. I mean, they'd barely known each other for a whole season. I can't imagine that kind of certainty, but they always had it.